great guy for the community, such a heck of a two-guard out there, a defender, a guy that can spread the floor. And, of course, Bill Laimbeer, his physical play, Bob Lanier, my man Rick Mahorn, Adrian Dantley, Mark Aguirre. I could keep going. Chuck Nevitt even was a Piston for a while.
Outside Crowder. Patterson up top, defended by Drummond. Williams sets a screen for Russell from 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping.
Buries it from three-point range. And now it's a 10-point Piston lead.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Now a timeout called by Portland. You could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between three-point shots and two-point shots for the Trailblazers. Williams, that's good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Mitchell kicks to Anthony. Here's Drummond. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Fournier against Bradley. Screened by Russell. Fournier dishes to Patterson. The pass to Crowder. Patterson setting the pick for Crowder. Williams for three, and another three for Portland.
Well, Kevin Williams is great at getting to where he wants to shoot the ball. He looks comfortable from firing anywhere right now.
Mitchell passes to Anthony. Drummond with a screen on Williams. Steps back and fires. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
Now, here is Russell, guarded closer. In the corner, Crowder with it. And the Trailblazers, another three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Mitchell kicks to Anthony. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Don't forget his rebounding work, too. They couldn't contain him on the glass.
Mitchell dishes to Drummond. He feeds it to Bradley. Shoots over Fournier, and Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Drummond. Bradley's got 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Fournier. He can't get it to go. Bradley with some nice D.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Left side, Crowder. Outside, Russell. Portland moving the ball around. Crowder from outside. Crowder with another miss.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
Bradley kicks to Drummond. There's a good screen. Passes to Mitchell. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Chris, it's hard at times to see just how effective a post player is on the defensive end beyond the blocks. What's the one thing that shows you a post player is doing an excellent job of defending for their team?
Well, look at the penetration of a great guard. Right now, guards are playing at such a high level in their quickness, so when you see a guard attack, notice if that big man comes over and he has both feet planted. He doesn't have to get a charge, doesn't have to block, but does he stay vertical and does he get over there fast enough that the offensive guard that was trying to score can't get his shot up and has to change, either pass the ball or continue his dribble. Right now, a lot of defense is done by just being in the correct spot at the right time, because you're not going to block the shot or you just want to deter the player from coming in. And so I would say watch how that player owns the paint defensively, not necessarily how he blocks shots, but by where he is on his position, can he help stop penetration from guards coming up top.
Oh, that's a great tutorial. Smith kicks to Harkless. Johnson outside. The dish to Whiteside. Got a piece of it. Here's Teague. He has 7. He kicks it to Mitchell.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year, he's been somebody they love having at the line. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Strong take to get the foul there after not getting it there in the first quarter.
Whiteside sets the pick for Smith. Harkless kicks to Johnson. Feeds it to Whiteside. Over Udo. Whiteside, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Mitchell kicks to Teague. From deep three-point range, and so is Detroit, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, big first half, a lot of energy. What are you guys doing differently?
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and a stellar first half for Carmelo Anthony. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. You could really feel how excited he was to be playing for his new team. Teammates and the coach loving it. Taking a look, and that will conclude our
Welcome back to the Palace at Auburn Hills. That's a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty.
We going to see a 30-rebound game?
Detroit leading by 13. Roberson is out there with Anthony. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Avery Bradley. And it's Mitchell in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons. Drills it from outside.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Bradley against Fournier. Whiteside a screen.
Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how they
Rebound tonight. Outside Williams. From deep. Rebound Detroit. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Crowder with the ball. And it's Russell in the corner. Whiteside kicks to Williams. Up top, Crowder. 15 points in the game. Crowder with another miss.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Roberson. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
And Chris, we know you are always trying to connect with our fans over social media. We have a question for you sent in by a viewer who asks, Chris, if you weren't a basketball player, what other profession do you think you may have pursued?
Wow. Well, I used to want to be a wrestler and and other guys like that. But no, my mother was a teacher, and I always was with her in school. And I think, I love kids and hanging around kids. So it would definitely be something where I'm instructing kids. I don't know if it would be school or if it would be a gym teacher or if it would be working with kids in some type of way. But definitely would want to work with kids.
I can see you as a teacher. Like if you were a wrestler, like what would your name be? Like would you be like the Flash?
Yeah. Oh man,
like, what name
it
would
was
you
some terrible names back there. Junkyard Dog, Coco Beware, Ultimate Warrior, Superfly Slicker. I know I gave my name back. I gave myself a name back in there. I don't know. I'd have to figure out first what my persona was. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't know. I have to think about that one. But I'm too skinny, man. I don't think I've broken up in that ring. I know that for sure. So I think I made the right decision.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points. And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Whiteside. First in rebounding, first in blocks, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint.
Well, it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
Mitchell kicks to Bradley. Drummond dishes to Mitchell beyond the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Williams passes to Russell. Outside Crowder. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Whiteside. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Shot from free throw range. Another shot. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Drummond working against Whiteside. It's Crowder on the wing. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 17. Here's Anthony. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Anthony's got 26 points.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Russell, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Russell's got 7 points in the game.
And whether on or off ball, Russell really knows how to work off screens.
Anthony against Williams. Elbow shot. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Anthony's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Trailblazers trail by 19. And here's Russell. He has 7. Outside Crowder. He dishes it to Whiteside. This one for 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Kicks it to Mitchell. Back to Bradley. Drummond dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Roberson. And the dunk by Roberson.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Russell kicks to Williams. 14 feet away, and he drops that one in. Fournier's got his second bucket of the night.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
They set the pick. Right wing. Here's Roberson. Dishes to Mitchell. Back to Anthony. Drummond with a screen on Williams. And that one's good, Anthony.
This is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? When you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so, to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Well, that's good to hear. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Patterson, he's checked in for Williams. Reese Harkless comes in for Jay Crowder. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Fournier. And Smith subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Portland, no good that time either. Pistons leading by 21. Teague for 3. Rebound by Smith.
We see him make shots from the perimeter all the time. Unfortunately, he's just off with his rhythm in this one.
Johnson outside. The 19-foot shot. Yep, that one goes.
Well, I just like how Smith is keeping his focus, even when the D is breathing down his neck.
Detroit's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Teague against Smith. Teague kicks to Caldwell Pope. Lee sets a screen for Caldwell Pope. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Teague against Smith. Whiteside a screen. Off the screen. Smith, no luck. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Right side Teague. Back to Ellington. The feed to Udo. 4 on the shot clock. Teague can't hit.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Harkless the pass to Smith. Patterson a screen on Teague. Smith dishes to Patterson. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Now Caldwell Pope. He's got 10. Outside Teague. pass to Udo. He feeds it to Ellington. Teague for three. Here's Udo. Back to Ellington. Outside Teague. Hit by Lee. Teague kicks to Ellington. Outside Teague. Screen by Lee. High arcing shot, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Here's Johnson. Lee with the block. They recover it. Johnson outside. Over Ellington. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 9 points for Johnson. Detroit leading by 17. Teague kicks to Ellington. The pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Ellington. Passes it to Teague. Sinks the triple. Teague's got 10.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Whiteside inside. Teague covering. Whiteside, no good. The Pistons shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Caldwell Pope kicks to Teague. Back to Caldwell Pope. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ellington the pass to Caldwell Pope for three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside. And with Cole. That free throw, no good. Now Caldwell Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
Harkless dishes to Johnson. Here's Patterson. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Ellington kicks to Udo. There's the dish to Teague. Floats one. The rebound by Johnson. Smith on the wing. He kicks to Whiteside. Over Udo. Missed. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pistons lead by 18. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Don't miss the action. Your favorite NBA superstars are here to compete in a showcase of the league's top talent. It's the NBA All-Star Game.
Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for the Trailblazers, Ish Smith is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Harkless in at the 4 slot. Whiteside, good.
His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
T kicks to Caldwell Pope. They set the pick. This one for three. And it's Teague. That time on the assist from Udo. And the Pistons lead by 19.
If you give Teague enough room out there beyond the arc, he won't hesitate to make you pay.
Whiteside, the pass to Fournier. Floats one. And it's good on the way in.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Teague against Smith. And Teague, here we go. Here's Lee. Yep, it counts.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged.
Over Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Portland converting. Pistons leading by 17. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, the Blazers' offense is based on flow and movement. A lot of screens off the ball creating openings for their shooters.
And the Blazers, one of the better offensive teams in the league. Very unpredictable.
Well, they keep the defense moving and reacting. They keep the weak side occupied, not stagnant, with a lot of isolation or post-ups.
So both teams changing it up here. Drummond the screen. They set the screen. Outside Bradley. Drummond sets the screen for Bradley. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
The effort of Drummond is just exceptional. A masterful screener who really clears out space thanks to his wide frame. Russell
kicks to Crowder. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Whiteside. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Whiteside's got 4 points this quarter.
And good passing. He's setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Mitchell. Drummond with a screen on Williams. Here's Anthony. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Williams passes to Fournier. Whiteside a screen. Whiteside sets the pick for Crowder. Feeds it to Fournier. Whiteside a screen on Bradley. Here's Fournier, and Portland again with the bucket.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now, much different after a tough first half.
Bradley dishes to Mitchell. Drummond a screen. Mitchell kicks to Bradley. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 15. Crowder sets a screen for Fournier. He dishes it to Crowder. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
The first free throw is good. And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
That one misses.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
Anthony with the bucket.
And piling on to that big lead, we know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
I mean, yeah, you can't break down. Not now. Defensively, at this point, I mean, you're already too far in the hole.
Russell with the bucket.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Mitchell kicks to Roberson. There's a screen. Drummond a screen. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Russell. Mitchell's shot is good. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Outside Crowder. Over in the corner, Williams. Outside Crowder. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 19 points for Jay Crowder.
And the scoring of Crowder, I mean, giving them a lift.
Mitchell kicks to Bradley. Drummond passes to Mitchell. Drummond a screen to the middle, off the screen, and he lays it up and in.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
Russell with it. Outside Crowder. It's Fournier on the wing. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
After a trying first half where he struggled with the shot, he has really found his rhythm, shooting the rock in the second half.
Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Russell. Mitchell dishes to Anthony. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers trail by 12. Crowder kicks to Russell. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Detroit's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Bradley passes to Mitchell. Drummond a screen. A step back shot here. And that one hits back iron. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Outside Crowder. Williams kicks to Russell. It's Fournier on the wing, guarded by Bradley. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it to Carmelo. Releases, and the jumper is good. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, I don't know how he got that one to go. About as tough of a shot as you can think of.
Whiteside a screen, and Fournier kicks to Whiteside. Pass to Russell. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Crowder with it. Now Anthony defending. Elbow shot is on the way. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Detroit the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Mitchell kicks to Anthony. Over Williams. Portland grabs the miss. Williams has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Dishes to Fournier. Back to Williams. Three-pointer, Crowder. Oh, that's offensive interference. Pistons leading by 14. Outside Bradley. There's the pick. Drummond with a screen on Fournier. Shoots off the screen, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Williams dishes to Whiteside. Fournier passes to Whiteside. Williams for 3. And Roberson pulls it down. Pistons have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Bradley, no one around him. Bradley with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 14. Russell kicks to Williams. That one good for 2.
Wonderful concentration from the agile Williams. He's terrific at getting whatever shot he wants down low.
When Marvin Williams came into the NBA out of North Carolina, the world was expecting a lot out of him, mostly because of where he was drafted, which was number 2 overall back in 2015. He hasn't lived up, Chris, to those draft position numbers, but he has been a solid contributor his entire career.
Well, it's not his fault the GM picked him that high, so I don't know. I think most players knew what his potential was. I just think that was a mistake of the GM. But for Marvin, it took some time, but he's grown into playing the power forward position. He came in as a 3, believe it or not, so I always thought he was at a disadvantage. He's always been able to shoot and stretch the floor from that spot, but now if he had played the 4, coming in and stretched out bigger guys, I think that would have been more advantageous for his game.
There's the screen. Drummond dishes to Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And Fournier kicks to Russell. Whiteside sets the pick for Russell. Lets a floater go, and Whiteside stays right with it. Whiteside's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Portland.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant.
And Fournier kicks to Russell. Again, Russell missing.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, I mean, it's not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of the facilitator.
The offensive rebound, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with the second chance opportunity.
Free throw, good, Drummond.
The thought of what Andre Drummond could be down the road, I mean, really is just scary. I mean, he could dominate. If he just gets a handful of go-to moves on the post, you can't stop him. He's an offensive bully on the glass. He just, potential is there.
Pistons leading by 12. Outside Teague. The feed to Carmelo. The kick out to Teague. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 4 assists now tonight. And with Drummond, as you said, Chris, he is still full of room to develop. You forget just how young he is as he's been in the league for so long already.
You know, he just needs to keep improving every year. And also, he's not in the offensive system. Their system, the coaching staff, the Pistons are not known as an offensive-type team. So he's going to have to get better in the summers and find his way along as time goes on. But he has an athletic skill set that you just don't see in this league anymore.
They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Roberson. Softly drops in the floater. And the Pistons lead by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Drummond.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
Teague against Crowder. Outside Teague. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Wonder how much VC I have.